Hey, how are you?
I'm well, how are you?
Pretty good. Perfect.
That's small.
Welcome, Roman, welcome, Seth.
This is
Actually, you guys are all here early.
amazing. Amazing. Why did seatbelt climb out? Oh, that's some more folks on that.
We should all be walking out the door when you can send me to feel.
It's up to you. Hi Dan, how are you doing? Yeah, good to see you.
Would be brave the polls, seek government action.
What?
Couple of you brave the polls,
Oh.
seek government action.
Yeah, you know. A little excitement for the snowstorm tomorrow.
Oh, that's it. Yeah. So that's why they don't have any diabetes. We'll have the end for that stuff. Don't worry. Even the end of it, so. Yes, I'm here, I'm in the room. Okay. Hey. Merry almost Christmas.
Almost. We're getting there.
Yeah. Hello. Greetings and salutations. We're debating whether we should all head out the door and say the meeting was over. What do you think?
And how the big mountain,
We should always get out.
that's my lead. Woodstock board.
Great.
Speaking to really seem to get up.
Wonderful.
That makes the paper smaller. It's a slow news day.
This is true.
Well,
One of the better.
I'm not gonna change them, so yeah, it's probably rough. Definitely.
I mean, look, it'd be an interesting story. Yes. 7 o'clock, call to order the December 9th meeting of the Woodstock Town Board. And gonna go through some resolutions, be resolved to accept and revise May 12th, 2014 Woodstock Water District map accepted by the New York State Department of Environmental Conservation.
Second.
All in favor?
No,
No,
Aye. Anula?
no,
And Maria Elena is on too.
Okay.
I thought I heard no.
2-3. Whereas the town of Woodstock Water Department received 2 bids for installations of an outlet and transfer switch from portable generator pump house number 2. And whereas CDE Electric Inc. submitted the low bid $14,580, therefore be it resolved. The Woodstock Town Board accept the bid from CDE Electric Inc.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
no,
No. We'll put this one off till January as well. Bill, discuss. The next bid was 35,000.
38,000.
Yeah, so that's quite a discrepancy. It was 2.5 full, more than that times. So I think that's worth a January discussion with Larry Allen to kind of go through what we've got.
Why wouldn't you discuss it this week with him, and we'll vote on it next week?
There's been a pretty significant transition in place. He's on the schedule, we're gonna get him on the schedule for January discussion with that and how, if this thing still works, it's been sitting around
It
since
still
twenty
works.
2023. So there's no need to rush, right?
So is that? Listen, I
The
put
vote's
it up,
no.
I put it up weeks ago, you're a no,
I'm a no.
okay. We resolve to amend resolution 192-2025 to amend. Deputy clerk, deputy town clerk Lynn Sever's retirement date to November 21st, 2025.
Discuss.
Second.
Second for discussion. So this, Lynn had vacation days to be used up, so she used those up, and that changed the retirement date from the 31st to November 21st.
We accepted her resignation on October 31st, and I was under the impression that everything had already been done and all of those things had taken place. Before we accept this, I'd like to see the paperwork that was in fact the case, so that we can be sure that that is in fact why this is being moved.
Yeah, and if I could just ask a question, so is the habit of the town, if the town does have somebody vacation and the person doesn't do at least what we're doing here, change the
It could
date?
be bought out.
We could be bought out,
Yeah.
so we either.
She opted to
fix the
extend.
date, or we can give her a check.
Yeah.
We give her a check, okay.
She's already been paid,
So
so.
this is, okay, so this is.
So I'm gonna, all in favor?
I,
No,
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 I'm an aye.
okay,
You're what?
Aye.
Aye, okay.
yes, so this passed.
That picks, okay. Whereas Anthony Marciano has completed the requirements for 2A wastewater treatment operator certification. Whereas New York State Department of Environmental Conservation requires all facilities to employ at least 2 certified operators, therefore be it resolved to promote Anthony Marciano to a grade 5 wastewater worker at $30.70 an hour effective December 8th, 2025.
Second.
All in favor?
I,
Aye.
Aye.
aye,
So that's a 5-0. Be resolved to accept the retirement of Kevin Lane's full-time police officer effective March 28th, 2025, and be it further resolved to thank Kevin for his services. If I could have a second for the purpose of discussion. So I have a recollection voting on this. Unfortunately, we found out it never made it into any of the minutes. So we just need to put it on the record. So all in favor?
I,
Aye.
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 Maria Elena?
aye,
Be resolved to accept the resignation of Tiffany Corgier's part-time police officer. Effective December 31st.
second.
All in favor?
Aye.
aye,
Whereas the town of Woodstock wastewater district is required to deal with sludge in the wastewater system, and whereas the district appropriated funds to construct a reed bed filter system to deal with said sludge, and whereas the New York State DEC will not certify the reeds necessary to build said system, and therefore be it resolved. Woodstock Town Board renamed the reed bed capital project number H2401.071 as the sewer treatment capital project. H2401.07, and then should be another 1 there, and whereas Sourcewell contract number 032824-DAI Office of Freightliner contract for $264,703, therefore be resolved to authorize the purchase of the Freightliner truck with Amcor's body, see attached specs for $264,703 funded by the sewer treatment capital project
Second. Unless you wanna read all those numbers.
H2401.071.
Second,
All in favor?
No.
No,
no,
Okay,
so there's no pass.
thank you. Whereas the Woodstock Town Board wishes to amend scenic overlay regulations, Woodstock zoning law, and whereas Woodstock Town Board submitted the amendments to the Woodstock Planning Board and the Ulster County Planning Board. Whereas short assessment A short environmental assessment was completed, and whereas the Woodstock Town Board held a public hearing on November 18, 2025, where public comment was taken, therefore be resolved. That the Woodstock Town Board, one, closes the public hearing, two, declares the proposed action will not have a significant negative impact on the environment. Three, adopts local law number 3 of 2025, zoning amendments for scenic overlay regulations. Be further resolved, request the town clerk file local law number 3 of 2025 with the state for the negative declaration. To the Ulster County Planning Board, the Woodstock Environmental Commission posted on the environmental notice bulletin.
Second.
All in favor? Discuss.
I see at the very bottom, there is a resolution for a public hearing for amendments to the town of Woodstock zoning law map. Chapter 260, how does that relate to this?
It does not.
Yeah, this does not have a map, but what the scenic overlay law says is if you're at 1,200 feet or above, you're included, it does not have a map.
So this schedule a public hearing for the amendments to the town of Woodstock zoning law map, chapter 260.
That is for what we had a conversation regarding library and the Lashes properties that are half in the district and half out. We sent it to the planning board 45 days ago, 60 days ago, and they came back with
Got
the recommendation. So this is to schedule a public hearing for next
Yeah,
week.
and speaking of that, right after we talked about it, I did send the board members, I did go into the zoning law to see. There's Hamlet commercial and Hamlet residential, and by moving the line puts more in Hamlet commercial, so the Hamlet commercial line is closer to the other residences. So I did send the town board back, however long ago it was, I did look in the use map, the use tables to tell you what is the difference, so what is it we're allowing closer to residences, so. I could resend that if people want, but it's just,
Actually, we do have a motion on the table, so let's
Sure.
talk to that.
Okay.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
No one.
Okay, so we have four yes.
Congratulations, good job on getting those.
Well, and may I thank the zoning revision committee. I want to thank Ed Sanders, who did move off the committee, but he was very key to the core of that. Connor Wank was very key from having been on the planning board to say, hey, we need protection of our scenic overlay, we need protection of the 1,200 feet and above so that our viewscape looks better. Jude Solano was wonderful because we worked all our way through it. And Joe Belloc also always there when needed. So I really want to thank the zoning revision committee for all of it.
Thank you all. Be resolved upon receipt of completed family medical leave act form to approve a paid unpaid leave of absence for Shay Cox effective December 10th, 2025.
Second.
Any questions?
Yeah, how can we vote on something when it hasn't even been completed and turned in? We have no idea what we're voting on.
Well, it's to approve family medical leave.
We don't know what the family medical leave is.
That's not on the form.
It's not even a completed family medical leave act. What are we supposed to be voting?
He's taking time off to deal with family and crisis, a medical issue. This is just.
He hasn't
to protect
completed
his-
a family medical leave and you're asking us to
It's
vote.
not required. We're giving him permission.
We're not giving him permission. It says upon receipt of a complete, it's like, we don't have a complete
Becomes
family.
effective when he completes the form.
So you're asking us to approve something before somebody completes a form.
You know, Bennett, you've spent 4 years on this board. If you had a question about it, you could have called earlier and come in, but you choose not to. You choose to every meeting come in and grandstand. So vote for it or don't vote for it. Okay, all in favor?
No,
Actually, it's about transparency and talking about these matters
Okay,
public.
are you an aye or a nay?
No,
If you were transparent, you'd be here at the meeting.
Yeah. So-
I'm very sick.
Yeah,
Okay.
and I am an I, and what I would like to say is, we all know, because I said at a previous meeting, about respect for our employees. And there's a certain amount of trust that I have where Shay has said, he's gonna be taking some unpaid leave, so he's, paid and unpaid.
So just to be clear, the paid is that he has to use
Is
his
there a
paid.
motion to discuss on the table?
We're discussing the issue.
So in any event, I think he said he wants it. I trust that when you receive the Family Medical Leave Act form, that it will be complete. He's asked for it. And once again, we're leaving an employee hanging out because I's weren't dotted and T's weren't crossed, and we don't have trust in the process.
We're not leaving
So,
anybody hanging.
Abdullah, are you,
Oh, no.
okay,
Well, it's effective December 10th, so he's asked for this effective tomorrow.
Yeah.
And we have not as a board.
That's okay.
And he hasn't approved it, and he hasn't completed it, so.
I will tell him that it failed. It will be on the table again on Tuesday.
Yeah.
You can all do your homework and go see Dawn and look at the
Yeah,
application.
but he's made it clear that he.
It's not passed.
Well, but he's made it clear that he has a family emergency,
Yeah.
and this board is saying, well, I gotta, dot the i's, cross the t's. You can't go take care of it when you feel like you need to. So that's kind of what we're saying, is, I wish that we were having more trust in our employees.
Be it resolved, the Woodstock Town Board transferred $20,000 of the Woodstock not-for-profit Artist Trust and Agency Reserve T 09450 to the Woodstock Art and Cultural Alliance to assist in funding the Woodstock Art and Cultural Alliance marketing plan attached.
Second,
Any discussion? Discuss?
I'd like to table this. What we'll do in January is invite them to come and do a presentation to the town board and.
I second that.
Okay, so the money you have to send back in
You
January.
don't have to send it
Yes,
back.
you do. You have to have it,
Is there a date in
you have to
January?
commit it. It's gotta be committed this year.
It does not have.
I would say if you have questions, you've had this proposal since the summer.
There's not a motion to discuss, as far
I'm
as like
discussing.
attacking somebody. for a
There,
vote.
I'm not discussing it. You
I
have,
seconded tabling it.
you
We should vote on it.
Let's just table it.
Let's vote on.
You've
tabling
had
it.
this
is
for
not a
a,
discussion.
you stop interrupting me, Bennett.
This is not. a
You have
discussion.
this, you have this,
Motion to table.
you have had this for ages, okay? So what I would request is go and talk to the Art Alliance. If you want, I'm happy to have them come and talk Tuesday to this, so, all right.
but we don't wanna lose the money. You're saying we'll lose the money if we don't act this month.
We're not going to.
Be it resolved, the Woodstock Town Board scheduled a public hearing for amendments to the Town of Woodstock zoning law map, chapter 260 for December 16th, 2025 at 7:10 PM. The town office is 45 Como Drive. It further resolved, Town Board authorizes the town clerk to advertise said public hearing in the official town newspaper.
Second, and let's discuss.
All in favor?
What we're gonna discuss. Second for discussion.
Okay, oh, you wanted, I thought you said unless we want.
Oh, no, I wanted to, because you told me to wait.
Okay.
So I just want to ask the board again, I did send an email out for Hamlet commercial versus Hamlet residential, differences of what can and can't be done. If you want to see that again, before we consider the map change, I'm happy to send it again if,
Just send it to everybody again.
okay.
Thank you. All in favor of setting the public hearing?
Aye.
Okay,
I'd like to discuss the home share Ulster request for $40,000 that I sent around.
when did you send that around?
I sent it around today.
Yeah.
Actually, I sent it.
Yeah, I was busy today, I saw Maria
You
Lane's.
responded to it.
I saw Maria Lane's email, I thought it was.
Yeah, and she sent it around.
Yeah, I saw.
So you didn't send her out.
Yeah, she sent it
I was.
around.
You said you.
And I thought it was 20 and 30, but I don't have my.
They asked for 20 and 30, but I would like to propose a resolution that we allocate $40,000 of the ARP funds for home share Ulster. We allocated $40,000 in a previous year, and we allocated $30,000 in the year before that. This would be making good again on the $40,000 commitment that we made for 24-25. This is a program that we started in the town of Woodstock. This is a program that is expanding now to the county of Ulster. And I propose that we continue to fund it. It is doing great things here. It is one of the only programs that is providing affordable housing to Woodstockers right now. And it is being seen as a success by Ulster County and taken up by the other towns and the county. It's supported by the state, it's supported by the county, it's supported by the city of Kingston, and it was started here thanks to Maria Elena Conti going to New York State Office of the Aging and asking them for a $30,000 seed grant. So I would like to put forward that we spend $40,000 of the ARP funds to renew our commitment to home share Ulster.
Yeah, I'd second that.
Okay,
Okay, I'd like to
so,
discuss.
so
I'm a yes.
there is no $40,000 in that account. And I don't care what you do, you're gonna have to explain it in April when we're 40,000 over, so that money doesn't exist.
There's no $40,000 in the ARP fund?
No,
There is money in the ARP funds.
there isn't.
Hmm,
Why don't you show us? Show us where the money went.
you need to show us where the money went, Bill.
Yeah, you need to
The
show
money
us.
went to the housing project, and there's $20,000 left, which we put into the trust and agency for the art.
You know, what happened to the
You know-
$175,000?
All that money.
That went into the housing.
You know, you can't just move that over to the housing like
It
that.
was a resolution.
There was not a resolution. It was
a resolution.
sorry, Bill, but
Then go tell the attorney general and have me arrested.
Bill,
You're making
I'm not-
stuff
I'm
up.
not making stuff up. We need to know where the ARP funds are.
I just told you, the bulk of it was put into the housing,
They have not spent,
they haven't spent it, but it's into that fund.
and
And the other
this is,
20
and this is for housing. And it can certainly
Yeah.
go.
Go do your homework. Don't talk
Bill,
nonsense.
you haven't done you didn't do homework when you were in school. You haven't done homework now.
Thank you.
I'm proposing that we spend $40,000.
That's the resolution, and if you wanna second the resolution, go for
Yeah,
it.
why
The
don't-
money doesn't exist.
The money doesn't exist. It's
I'm
in,
telling you
it's,
where the money is.
the money is
In there.
the
You need to
house.
show us where the money went.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's committed to the housing.
and this is housing.
It's not.
This is housing.
It's
It's not,
housing.
it's not that.
It's home share Ulster
It's
County.
committed to the housing project. Do what you want. It's your problem next year.
Let's bring this up next time. We'll look into the funds.
Why don't you bring that up in
I'll
January?
ask Dawn to take a look at where the dollars went, if we get a reply, otherwise we'll have a drafted resolution prepared for next week.
Excellent.
Okay. I knew that you also mentioned something about some resolution you wanted to do.
No, I have an announcement, but no resolution.
You had a request at the last minute that I saw about adding a resolution.
I have no last minute request. There was a request made about a month and a half ago for the big beautiful bell.
You just sent me an email about that, yes.
I
You
sent-
want to offer it?
I sent that email to you some days ago. We're gonna put that up in January when Wendy's here.
Okay, perfect.
It didn't make the agenda, so Laura, thank you for replying to the email that you're in support of it. We'll bring it up in January.
Laura, you wanted to talk about
Yeah, but I know that she has something to announce.
Yeah, so I wanted to make an announcement about that we had a constructive transition meeting with the supervisor. The conversation was focused a lot on these reserve funds. So we're gonna have a second meeting this week. We hope to focus on technology. I know Councilperson Ricky is gonna talk about one aspect of technology today, but hopefully our meeting this week will be more about Facebook and emails and generally speaking, some of the assets, so on day one, how do we get the town running, have control over the website, have control over the Facebook account, have control over emails, things like that. So that's my announcement, and was there anything that anybody wanted to add to that?
Well, my announcement kind of, segues.
Okay,
Go right ahead, Laura.
Okay, so, as a lot of people know, the .gov, towns have been asked to go to .gov, because we're .org right now. Our emails are witch.ny.org, our website is witch.ny.org, and, towns are being asked, and municipalities asked to go to .gov by the end of the year. So we've been working feverishly to make this happen, to move not only the emails, but also to move the website to .gov. So our target for the emails moving to .gov is looking to be next week. I know there's cleanup that Bill and Melanie I met yesterday, and there are a lot of emails, people that are not here anymore, one reason or another, we'll get them moved out. What's gonna happen is Digital Towpath is still our supplier of service for email and website, and then Digital Towpath, when we give them the go-ahead, they will create a .gov email for every .org email, woodstockny.gov, for every woodstockny.org. So the target for that, I'm expecting it will most likely happen next week. There, we have dependencies on other groups. We work with PCA, who gives us our servers. We work with Digital Towpath, who gives us our email and our website. We work with the supervisor's office, who actually owns the domain. So we've had a lot of conversations to make sure everybody knows who's got the baton, who's got the ball, who's doing what when. So a lot of moving parts, but the email very likely will get transitioned next week at some point. And people don't need to worry, because as long as the .org domain is around, and Digital Towpath plans to keep it around for a couple of years, as long as it's around, there will be aliases, and if you send to somebody's .org ID, they'll get it on .gov. If they log on with .org, they'll be logging on to .gov. So it'll be transparent. People ought to be making the move, but things aren't going to be breaking. If they break, it'll be a couple of years from now when the .org license is given up. But we can make the move, and it should be all smooth for the email. But we do expect it next week is what I'm believing, but we'll see if all the parts come into play. The website, moving the website to .gov, one option that was thought at one point to be possible, but is not possible, was, we get the .gov domain and we point to the current content. And there are technical reasons why that's not working. And so I am actually the webmaster. For about 3 weeks now. I have 3 weeks of experience. You all hear about my experience as a manager and a project manager for years and years and decades, and I have 3 weeks of experience as a webmaster, but I am actually building the .gov website on the Concrete CMS platform. And I do want to thank Bennett and Maria Elena, because you, however many months ago it was, put forth a presentation of what should a good website do and be. And this Concrete CMS platform does and is those things. It either does everything on your list on your presentation, it either does it today, or they're adding the feature in 2026, or it's a feature like automatic bill paying through the web. It's a feature that we would go out and find our application, but the website allows it to be hooked in. So we have a lot of flexibility with the new website. So there's no button to press to move everything over. It is an annual process, and it really should be, because I am reading everything, testing links and whatnot before I put it on the new website. So I hope to demo the website to you all at next week's meeting. It's well in progress, it's well underway, and it's coming together really nicely. So anyway, the website, I do expect we'll have it up and official by the end of this month. It is there's a lot of stuff to move, it is manual, but we are looking to make the date of the end of this month to get that .gov website up. And it's no extra cost, by the way. We get the Concrete CMS at no extra cost. The reason being, we're still paying $1,600 or thereabouts a year for Digital Towpath. We're getting 100 or so emails from them. We got the old website, we're getting the new website. There's no extra cost to go to this new platform that has a lot of flexibility. So it's looking pretty good.
Thank you so much for helping with that too. It's a big challenge.
And it's a team effort.
Yeah.
And you and Melanie have been tremendously supportive, so appreciate that.
Good teamwork.
Team effort, and we're happy to unveil it when it's ready, because it's people who have seen it so far are saying wow. So you compare it the old to the new, it's a big step.
Okay, anybody else at the table? No? Any members of the public want to do a public hearing?
Just a quick question, the request to move to .gov, did that come from the state government or did that come from the federal government?
State.
Okay, that's
Yes,
just curious.
state. And there's no police. If we didn't make the date, nobody's gonna really get, we're not gonna be penalized. But a lot of towns have moved, a number of towns still have not moved, but in any event, we're gonna make the date, and we're gonna be in the set that did move.
The government shut down because the federal government had to approve it all, so that
Yes.
held us up.
That
for
did,
quite some
that-
time.
oh, yes, the shutdown was moved.
That makes sense.
So we'd be a month ahead of the game with the shutdown, federal, because they had to give the .gov domain.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, but the state said do it.
I can.
All right, then move to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Good night, folks.